What does humans make better than indicators or trading bots? It's that they can think, and a basic indicator can't. But let's say it would be possible. How would such an indicator look like, and how do you make one? If you really want to know, you can get it through the link in the description. But let's first break down how this indicator works, and what exactly makes it so human-like. In its 2,000 lines of code, there are over 35 different signals included, which lead to a buy or sell signal. Now, how does a human do it? He looks at many different patterns and directions of the market to try to make out if price will go up or down. And that's basically all the Ultimate Money Concepts indicator does. It calculates the average of all these 35 signals, and this average predicts future price movements. And to make it even more accurate, it will give a buy or sell signal if the signal average is fully bullish or fully bearish. Now let's see an example where the indicator made a bullish forecast. We can even see the individual signals on the right side of the screen that led to that big spike in price direction tendency. Okay, but what are the exact signals that lead to that line? Let's see what happens when we only activate one signal, the fair value gap. We can see that the line gets significantly smaller because it only shows the price tendency of the fair value gaps. For example, here, we see price get into a fair value gap, and the line actually goes down. The higher a number, the more likely price is to go up, and vice versa. The same happens when we only use order blocks. Price got into an order block, and the line went up because the likelihood price will go up from here is quite high. Now, the coolest thing about this is that you can also choose which signals you want it to calculate for you, and then you can just lower the borderline a bit, because there aren't that as many signals as in the default settings, and then you'll get your desired buy or sell signals. Now, since we've already seen the borderline, which basically just increases or decreases the signal quantity, let's look at some more setting. For example, the look back input, where you can control how many bars back the signals should go. But keep in mind that keeping it low will make your indicator load faster, and setting it too high might exceed the limit, and you'll get an error message. The session optimization will only show you the signals if price is currently in the most optimal trading session. For the euro-dollar, it would be during the London session when price is most likely to reverse or make big moves. The input, only AMD, defines that, for example, only bullish signals get shown if price is below an accumulation. Watch my video on the AMD concept that explains it more in detail. Last but not least, we got the affected length, which will just add the signals of the previous bars to the current signal. This might also get you some interesting results. So let's summarize it all. You'll get an indicator that's trained like a human to detect certain price patterns and calculates them together to give you a final price tendency direction. And you can even choose which of these patterns should be detected, and additionally, you'll also get a manual to explain all the different inputs you can control to customize your indicator even more. Tell me, what's better when someone else does all the analyzing work for you and all you need to do is wait for the right signal? Now, before you get yourself the indicator, I have to tell you the good and bad news. The bad news are that this is still a beta version and only works on the 15-minute time frame and on 6 selected Forex charts. But nonetheless, it's still very powerful. And the good news are that once the alpha version has been released, you'll immediately get it emailed for free. The release date is going to be at the end of January 2024. And as compensation that only the beta is now available, you'll even get my liquidity concepts and AMD indicators for free. So, in the end, you end up saving a lot of money and making a lot of money. Also, check out my volume shift precision indicator, which is my newest and most accurate indicator, so definitely worth looking into it. Make sure you subscribe to not miss out on any important updates and new interesting strategies and indicators I'm going to show you in the future.